What I dislike about South Africa is most of the South African men are lazy. And now they tend to channel their laziness to foreigners. Like foreigners are taking your jobs and doing this. But if you check, really, foreigners are just self-employed, trying to work on themselves, trying to make a living. But now you guys are just there relaxing, don't want to work. And now when you see somebody working, they start what is called something like they've been racist, fighting, and from there, they're just lazy people, man. I don't know. Maybe the government encourage them. Part of it is caused by the government. So that's what I hate about South Africa.
The bottom line is laziness. People are lazy. People don't want to work. Simple as that.
As a foreigner, when I come to this country and I read what is going on here, and I see this is free to get a certificate and get a job. I got a skills already. I come to this country. What must I do? I have to go and get a certificate and get a job. When you get a job, they say you are a foreigner. You don't have ID. They chase me out.
When you grow, what are you going to do to support yourself? You understand? We haven't taken anybody's job. I'm telling you. If you like, let's leave this place for them.
1,000 years.
Nobody can work.
Nobody can work.
If you don't have a skill, you can't work.
They employ people that have got the ID, but they can't work. You understand? They employ people that have got the ID book, but they can never do nothing in that company.
Right in the city center, you keep unemployed people. So what do you expect them to do? Because they need to eat, they need to sleep, they need to survive, they need better life. You know? So they have to come and sit on those who are.
You South Africans are crying about foreigners taking your job, selling drugs to your kids. How the drug take enter your country? Because everything must pass through custom. And must you people buy the drugs? Must you people smoke? Because the guys are seen taking those drugs. They're not kids. These are old men. Some of them are older than me. Mostly means they know what is good and bad. But it's because of laziness that they make una no one do anything but smoke and take drugs. Complain about foreigners. All the things happening in Soweto. Police in South Africa knows the people that are doing these things. But they can't approach these people because they are their friends. They grow up with these same people that are causing this crime. That are grabbing little girls in the night. Police know all these people. But they don't want to approach and catch these people because these people are their friends. You are putting the blame on foreigners. Foreigners are 2 million. Unemployed youths are like 8 million. Make it make sense. Even if all the foreigners they leave, will you people still have jobs? Lazy people. But this is a life now joke.
So South Africans, this is just the beginning. Anytime you see an illegal immigrant, especially in Nigeria, that's illegal, bundle them, no kill anybody, no scatter their shop, bundle them, send them back to Nigeria, let them come and fix their country. Because what they will do is, they will destroy South Africa and look for the next country to go and destroy. That's what they do. There is no light in Nigeria, the roads are bad, no water, nothing is working. What they do is, they take whatever they can take, then they run to another country. Once they finish, they'll go to another country. They're just running around everywhere like nomads. You understand? Anytime you see them illegal immigrants, South Africans, please don't destroy people's business or people's shops or kill anybody. Bundle them, send them back to Nigeria. Let them come and fix their country. You understand?
Some retarded Nigerians came to my inbox and said, or even my comment section and said, Ace, all these things you're doing, what do you expect to achieve from it? This, that's exactly what I expect to achieve from it. Ace, what do you expect to achieve from it? What I expect to achieve from it is that a lot of other Nigerians will start seeing the lights, into the lights to save the day. And into the light to save the day. Who are the heroes? To save you today. Finish it. PJ Maxx, at least you people should be able to watch such cartoons. To speak people into the lights. That is the purpose of what I'm doing, and it is happening. Yeah. In case you don't know, I know, because when I run my life, I see a number of Nigerians that come out to say, bro, at first, I truly never understood you. But today, I can stand with you to the ends of the earth. They understand. Their spiritual eyes have been opened. They now know how it works. The truth is the only thing that will set you free, and it does not matter who you speak, who this truth goes against. As I am, I can speak the truth that goes against even my own father or mother. And the good and beautiful thing is that the way we were nurtured, once you speak the truth, we accept is the truth and we make amends to ensure that we ride and identify with the truth. Why? Because ye shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. And ye shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. Nothing more. That is freedom. Freedom and truth. Peace. It is the truth that gives you peace. Yes, you sleep. 2 eyes closed. 2 eyes closed. It is the freedom, it is the truth that makes you trek from wherever you are to a very long distance, and then you feel comfortable listening to music in your ears. It's the truth. You owe nobody. You have a clear conscience. But when you have no truth in you, you can be driving in a luxury car with AC, yet sweat everywhere. You're sweating. You go back home, you can't even sleep. Woe betide you. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? That's Nigerians for you. They are soulless imbeciles, soulless buffoons. That's who they are. I'm telling you the truth. What do I expect to gain from this? What is my intention? This! Nigerians are beginning to open their eyes. Open their eyes. I don't expect to be famous like Very Dark Man and a number of this, but from the comfort of my small home, I'm oozing out the truths. And believe you me, someday, you see all these celebrities like Davido's, Burna Boys, and all these things. Someday in the future, they will fizzle away, including Very Dark Man. They would all fizzle away. Tell me, there's nobody that was a celebrity 20, 50 years ago that is still today. They will fizzle away. But you know what will be forever? The truths that Ace speaks today, no matter how small it is. Someday I'm going to become so big in my truth, and they will look at me like Abraham Lincoln, like Martin Luther King Jr., who said, I have a dream that someday my sons and daughters will be judged not by the color of their skins, but by the actions of their deeds. Someday, the truth that I speak, history will remember me. And then a lot of you devious devils will say, you know what, we spoke against this guy, but everything this guy has been saying is just the truth. It sounded harsh at first, but it is the truth. You people will know the truth. You see the truth. A man must embrace his fate or be destroyed by it. These are the words of Lintinus Quintilus. These are the words of Lintus Quintilus Batiatus. You must embrace the truth or you'll be destroyed by it. You see this truth that I speak? Woe betide you if you don't embrace it. Hey, so what do you expect to achieve from this? Do you want to destroy Nigeria? There's so much hate in you. No. You're talking about so much hate. I have a very vast hate in me. You're talking about so much. So much is a small thing. I have a very vast hate, a universal, a global hate in me. But the situation is, if you had a responsible mother, she would have taught you that you don't focus on whether a person has hate. You focus on what the person has hate for. Unfortunately, you people have illiterates for parents. You people have criminals for parents. You people have prostitutes for mothers. You people have useless, irresponsible people for fathers. My father will teach you it's not about love. It's not about like. It's not about hate. It's about what you love and what you hate. Why? Because there's time for every... Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 3 says there is time for love and there's time to hate. When you hate evil, you love. When you love evil, you hate. So it's not the question of, hey, there's so much hate in me. There is so much, bigger than so much hate in me. But it is hate for evil. Who are you Nigerians? It is hate for the devil. Who are you Nigerians? What do I stand to achieve? This.
Some set of foreign nationals went and be daring the Zulus by telling them that they are not scared of them. Now, please, if you want to measure your strength with Zulu people, give them your name, your description, your location. Please don't include nationality in whatever thing you are doing with the Zulus. Some people went and be provoking them by telling them that they are not scared of them. Let me tell you something about the Zulus. The Zulus are very loving, peaceful people. They don't look for trouble. They are not arrogant, but they can be very violent. You see the way they walk. You see, these people are people that their brain are wired for war. Zulu people are wired for war. And they are not just only good. They are not just only good in using their bows and their arrows. When it comes to gun, when it comes to hitmen, anything that has to do with weapon, they are number one. You don't want to dare them. You don't want to joke with them. Now, Zulu, you people, you know my position. I've told you this before, and I will tell you again. I respect you. I am afraid of you. This is your land. This is your country. This is your territory. We can never fight you and win in your territory. So please, don't include me in the number of people that is looking for your troubles. I beg you, to all Zulu people, I respect South Africans. I respect your law. I respect your culture. I respect your supremacy. So to all those foreign nationals that wants to kill themselves, that wants to have themselves killed, Please, when you want to have anything to do with the Zulu, please give them your name. Personalize your beef with the Zulus. Don't include nationality. I beg you. I'm going to play you a video right now, from the leader of the Zulu, of what he said to foreign nationals that are daring them. Please respect the Zulus, respect all South Africans, even including the Xhosa. Those ones too, they are very dangerous set of people. So South Africans as a country are good people, but also very dangerous. Respect them and stop provoking them. Watch this video.
In essence, my brothers and sisters, you as foreign nationals, please refrain from provoking us to tell us that you can fight us. You can't fight us. You can't fight us. I'm not talking about the whole South Africa. I'm talking about the Zulu people. You can't fight us. Because we are not fighting you. You are breaking laws intentionally. And when you are confronted about that, you want to tell us that you can fight us. You are not afraid of us. If we wanted to do anything bad to you, we would have done it long time ago. Most of you are illegal here. You are staying in townships. You're staying in rural farms, in rural areas. We know all of you, and we know what you are doing. Some of you are doing dodgy businesses. We know that. But we are not fighting you. So please refrain from provoking South Africans, mainly Amazulu. You can't play with us. I think we need a peaceful engagement to correct these things, so that we can know your forums, and we want to know what do you do with these people who just wake up in the morning and go on a phone and record a video to say they are not afraid of us. We are not a joke. So you must leave the jokes aside. We are not jokes. So,
many people will not agree with me today, but I want us to keep emotions aside and try to understand South Africans just a bit. South Africa is one of the most unequal societies in the world, and that inequality is a direct legacy of apartheid. Political power changed in 1994, but economic power did not redistribute at the same pace. Land distribution, access to capital, and high-income sectors remain structurally skewed. What this means is that millions of Black South Africans are still competing in an economy where opportunities are limited and unemployment is persistently high, entry-level opportunities are scarce, informal sectors are saturated, and upward mobility is structurally constrained. Now add migration into that same environment. Many migrants come in desperate to survive, willing to accept lower wages, and employers looking for cheaper labor will often choose them over locals. Migrants also charge less for services just to survive. And from a ground level perspective, that creates real competition. So when people say foreigners are taking opportunities, that feeling is not coming from nowhere. But here is the part we have to understand clearly. The real issue is not just the people competing. It is the system that is not creating enough opportunities for everyone. Because when pressure builds, people don't always confront the system. They confront the nearest and most visible competitor. And that is how frustration slowly turns into what we now call xenophobia. This does not justify violence, but if we ignore the structure behind it, we will keep repeating the same circle without solving anything. So my dear Africans, yes, we are one people, but we also have a responsibility to build and strengthen our own countries so that survival does not depend on leaving home. Thank you all for watching this video, and drop your thoughts in the comments.
Dear beautiful people of South Africa, I can hear you loud and clear. I have seen the comments from the previous video, and as a Nigerian, I know better now, and I can say I am sorry. I have seen many comments about the atrocities that many Nigerians and other Africans has caused in South Africa, and that has caused so much disunity amongst us. And I say to especially my people, Nigerians out there, the few ones out there causing these crimes, if you do the crime, you must do the time. Remember guys, that crime is an individual thing and not a nationality thing. We have many Nigerians in different parts of the world doing extraordinary things and representing the country in a very good way. And just like I can never ever say that all South Africans are xenophobic. But then, when you see images like this, you begin to ask the question, how did we get here as Africans? We must respect one another. We must respect our lands. We must respect the rule of law. We cannot treat one another in an undignifying way. No matter what comes our way, Ubuntu must prevail, which reflects on humanity. We are one and we can do better as one. Coming together as two or multiple makes it better as Africans. Unity can take us farther than where we are today. May God bless Africa. May God heal the land. Amen.
When South Africans are saying that they don't like foreigners in their country, sometimes I think I agree with them. Not because I support xenophobia, but I think we should all start to understand some things. If there were no foreigners in South Africa, let's say there were no other African countries in South Africa, I think South Africans would be able to solve their problems better. They would have been focused more on the white people. Their focus would be more on the problems of Orania or any other thing. Because these white people are indigenous, they have lived there longer before the other Africans came to South Africa. You understand? So those new people that came in also brought their own problems to South Africa. So now South Africans have to deal with the foreigners, like the Africans who came to South Africa for greener pastures, and also deal with the white people who will always choose the immigrants, who will always choose the foreigners over the local people, because they know that the local people are know their rights, they know what they want, they have experience in whatever they are doing, and yet they don't want to pay them the price or the amount of money that they need. But for a foreigner who is looking for opportunity, will take advantage and then make the South African look lazy. I am now beginning to understand South Africans. These are some of the things that we have to address. As Africans, before you travel to somebody's country, let's face the facts. Let's fix the problems in our country. Let's all understand that we all have different problems that we face before you go to see that opportunity and make it look like the people who live there are lazy and that they don't want to do any job, or they don't want to do this, or they don't want to do that. There are problems in everybody's country. Don't let it make it look like they are jealous of you because they are telling you to get out of their country. No, nobody is jealous of you. But you are making it harder for them to solve their problems. You are making the problem even more difficult, because the more you come in and troop in and create an impression that the country is better and that the people who live in it don't know what they have. That is not right. That is wrong. You are looking down on people and you are disrespecting them.
These people fled from their countries because of the political climate, whatever it is. We don't necessarily know what makes anyone pack their bags and come to South Africa, but it is always for a political reason, although of course we have lots of criminals who also take advantage of that fact. It becomes a problem to actually make pronouncements and say that it is all okay. It's not. We seem to need to go back to the drawing board on a lot of issues, especially such as the porous borders we have in South Africa. How do we control this type of flooding the country with foreigners?
What's the next step? Because now we've got an overpopulation of people who are not working and not illegal and not legal.
But that's already happening right now. We're sitting at an estimated 27 million illegal immigrants in the country.
And not all of them are working, obviously.
No ways. Million.
So there's 100 million people in this country.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
No,
There's 60, 70 million. No, there's 70 million.
That's true. You know,
nah, bro, there's 100 million of us, and I can feel it, dog. When I get out, like, I look for holes in the air for oxygen. And the cars. No, for real, dog. Like, hence why now.
I can be quiet. No,
hence now, like even the running out of medication, etc.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. I swear we're at 100 million. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, what's the next layer of the solution?
So what I'm saying is that was the solution to kind of stop the incoming. But we've already got, like I said, 27 million already here, right? And with this number, trust me, as you can see, more and more of them are becoming criminals. We've seen the hijacked buildings.